Welcome to the Weeb Lounge, and this is our review of farming class character, Rider class character, Francis Drake. Now I said farming class character because if you farm QP, chances are you're using Francis Drake. Chances are somebody has like the little Mona Lisa CE on it to help boost your QP. She's almost like a core character for the standard gameplay when it comes to farming your QP. Alright, we'll get into that more. Skill number 1. Party NP damage and attack up for a turn. Little combo skill, works good with others, pops it up, as good. Skill number 2. NP generation up for 3 turns. Normally skills like this are kind of meh to me, but at level 10 it's 45% increase. Actually makes it kind of good. Her third skill, probably the most important one really. Charges NP gauge by up to 50% if you got it maxed out, and ignores invincibility for 3 turns, and you gain 10 stars on top of it. She builds her Noble Phantasm very, very quickly, which is very useful when you're farming that QP. Her Noble Phantasm is just a basic AoE, but it also gives a few crit stars on the OC. The Noble Phantasm is nothing all that special. But, as you'll see, it's kind of hard.
Now, Francis Drake, she's like the best ruler class servant in the game, at least in my opinion. And if you're grinding away for that QP, chances are she's static in your group. We're just doing a simple one here. Her ability to generate NP is really good. Her Noble Phantasm itself is really good. I mean, there's really no downside to this character. Her middle skill could be a little bit better for sure, but otherwise, for farming QP and even just Rider in general, she's really, really good. Ours, Grail 200. Not quite max skill though. She's like 10-7-7. We're still working on that. But let's see what kind of arts she can generate, and I'm going to pop her middle skill. It's a little arts up. NP generation up. No crit or no nothing. You get 20% from that. 50% on the last 2 cards. Plus 20 from the chain. And take a look at this. You pop that, you can get up to 50 from that if you got it maxed out. Plus some crit stars. It is so easy to get her Noble Phantasm. I didn't even bother with the card. I knew I wasn't going to need it. So, next round here, see what kind of Noble Phantasm damage she can do. Ours is NP5. So this is going to hurt. And let's do all the buffs that we can think of. Let's put a defense down on one of them. Why not? Get a little bit extra out of it. I don't think that really... Buster Up should do a little something. Forgot what code I'm using. It's that new one that just came out. I could have done that. Alright, so... see what you do. I mean, this is going to be a complete wipe. That's kind of a given. Yeah. You guys saw the number. Over 350,000. Yeah. As far as ruler classes go, she's just awesome. She's just absolutely awesome. Easy character to put in your group. I say easy because everything about her is pretty much simple, straightforward, does a lot of damage, works good in a group. And there's nothing to complain about this character at all.
Well, you can kind of see how useful she is with grinding that QP, right? All the QP grind things are caster classes. Riders do good against them. I'm not saying that she's the only one that can do it, but while keeping the QP generating CEs on her, she can build her Noble Phantasm up very quickly, makes the grinding quicker. She hits hard, so she's pretty much just going to one-shot everything and just a whole row done. You combine her with, like Martha, and then like throw in another rider, could be Santa Rider or Artoria, Europa. Pretty much any AoE rider is going to round that out fairly well. But across the spectrum, it seems that Francis Drake is used by a vast majority of people to farm that QP. So any kind of support characters that you pull, a lot of the times she's going to be in the list. She's useful, she's simple, she does the job, she does it quick, efficient. So yeah, when it comes to rolling on cards for her, my general rule is anything in the normal gacha you pass on, because you can get copies of them at random when you're trying to get other stuff, right? Well, if you don't have a copy of her, I say try to get one, right? But wait for a banner. Not the gacha. A banner. And do you need more than one copy of her? If you already have comparable characters, you only need one copy of her. She's going to help you farm. It'll make life easy in the long run. If you already have good AoE riders, if you have like a stacked Europa, even Martha can do a pretty good job. Doesn't hit terribly well, but she's all right. Rider Artoria from the first Santa event, if you have her maxed out, she's pretty much good for you. But Drake, yeah, she's going to help you out in the long run. So I say at least get a copy of her. Typical fashion with damage dealers. If you want to get multiple copies, 2 to 3 is your sweet spot. Ours, of course, is NP5, more or less maxed out. But you don't need that. When we got our first copy, we were happy with that. And from all the quartz that we've blown getting other characters, she just kind of kept falling into our laps. And we ended up getting 5 copies of her. We never tried to go for her specifically. So, try your luck. If you can get one of her, it's a good one to have. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Streaming over on twitch.tv/The Weeb Lounge. We're going to be streaming on a few other platforms. We're thinking some specials on Facebook, some specials over on YouTube. Here, around here, this channel, this place. And we'll see you in the next video. Maybe on a live stream too.